Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Guys on DJ, aka God in the Wax, bringing you another video. So this time, I wanted to talk about this joint right here. This is the Newmark Mixstream Pro Go. I'm really enjoying this controller. Uh, it's a dope controller. I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun to use. Uh, and I know that people have been kind of torn up and seeing people having issues with trying to decide on what standalone DJ controller to get. I definitely think this is a good option. I think I mentioned this in my previous Mixstream Pro Go video, but I think it's better than the Denon Prime Go because it has the Amazon Music Unlimited, which don't believe what people say. Amazon Music Unlimited has a ton of music on it. You pretty much have access to all the music that Amazon has MP3s for, which is a lot, you know. If you go to Amazon Unlimited, you'll see that they have a ton of music on that service. So, yeah, Amazon Music Unlimited is definitely dope. It's not that expensive, especially if you have Amazon Prime. I think you get a discount, uh, and it's dope. So, and then also the jog wheels. So the jog wheels on this thing. I remember when I first got to try the DJ controller. I got the DDJ SB2. That was a Serato controller. No, SB3, the SB3, and the SB3 it had jog wheels, but they seemed very they were small. You know, they were really small, and they worked okay. You know, they were okay. But then I remember like a week or two later, after I got the SB3, I got the the DDJ SX2, and the jog wheels on that seemed so much better that it made my SB3 feel like it was a toy. You know what I mean? And I would say that the jog wheels on this are more comparable to the ones on the SX2 than they are on the ones on the SB3. And that should be because this costs a lot more than an SB3 does or would or did. You know, and it cost probably around what an SX2 might have cost at the time when I got it, which was a few years after it came out. But these are definitely dope jog wheels. They feel really good quality. They're touch capacitive. You know, they have the nice chamfered or chambered uh, thing on outer edge, outer ring, so you can nudge your tracks back and forth. Uh, and like I said, it works really well. I like these jog wheels a lot. Uh, yeah, they're dope jog wheels, you know. But other than that, I mean, the color scheme on this thing is nice. I like the blue, green, and the gray. It goes really well with the screen on the device, which is blue and green, and then you have the black background. When you have it in night mode or regular mode, when you put it in day mode, which is this, you probably won't be able to see it on the screen, but day mode is blue, purple, and white, of course, and black for the lettering and things like that of the tracks. But uh, yeah, you know, the color scheme on this thing is great. I like it a lot better than the Mixstream Pro and the Mixstream Pro Plus, which is black and red mostly. And you know, you have the white outline of the RGB or the pads. You know, I wish they would have made the pads RGB, but that's really not a huge deal because you can see the coloring of the cue points or the hot cues in the software. So right underneath the track, when you're in hot cue mode, you know you can see what Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and if you click on Q again and it blinks, which gives you 4 through 8, 4, 5, 6, or no, 6, 7, or 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh, you can see those colors as well. I don't know if you can see that coming up on the screen, but you can see the different colorations of those as well. So you don't really need RGB pads when you have the screen you can look at, which is pretty cool. But I would say that the sound quality on this thing, like I think I mentioned in my first video, is pretty amazing for what it is. You know, the speakers work really well. I would say they're even better than the speakers on my MPC Live 2, which you can kind of see up in the upper left corner of the screen there of the video. They're better speakers than that, and they sound really good. You know, the bass. I'm gonna play an Afrobeat song. The homie got Doggy Diamonds was talking about Afro beats a few days ago, and he was saying how they're trying to make it take over hip hop and things like that. So I figured I'd just play some Afro beats real quick, so you can see how it sounds or how it gets down. with the Mixstream Pro Go. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this track. But yeah, the volume is nice and loud. You can get it nice and loud. Uh, you know, I live in an apartment, so I don't turn it up too loud because you could probably definitely disturb your neighbors with this thing. But it gets busy, you know, and like the bass and everything like that. Like it's good quality speakers in this thing, you know. It feels decent quality. It's heavy. That might be somewhat because of the battery, but it definitely is a heavy unit. It's not lightweight or it doesn't feel cheap at all. I know some people call the quality of it into question, and it's not cheap quality. You know, it's definitely not cheap quality. It feels high quality for sure. Uh, if you're looking to get in the Engine OS, and you want a standalone unit, you can't go wrong with the Mixstream Pro Go because of their pricing and everything that you get. It's the best deal I think on the market right now. The SC Live 2 or the SC Live 4 is definitely dope. They also include speakers, but it's not battery power. You know what I'm saying? And that's the big factor with this thing. Now, if they ever make a SC Live 2 or 4 with battery power, I would definitely be consider going to one of those units. But you know, with the I like the form factor of this thing too. You know, it fits into his bag that I got for it very easily and well. You know, it's not too bulky. I can carry it to work with me and things like that when I go into the office. You know, I can take it out to the park, which I've done before, and DJ'd, you know, sitting outside, just hanging out, you know, playing music, you know. Let me go and turn another beat on. Here we go. But this thing is pretty amazing. I like it a lot, like I said, you know. So I highly recommend it to you. Worst case scenario, you try it and you don't like it, and you return it back to the spot you got it from, you know. But you get a microphone input, you know, which is a decent microphone input. I should have brought my microphone over here and let you listen to it, but you get XLR outputs, which, you know, you can go to a PA speaker system or whatever. You get RCA outputs, 2 USB ports for the a USB stick or an external hard drive, which right now I have an external drive plugged into it. Then I have an SD card as well plugged into it, and then you can connect it to Serato. So when you connect it to Serato, the interface looks slightly different. I think I'll make another video showing that soon, but you get RGB waveforms when you're using Serato. So it's almost like a S11 where you get RGB waveforms on the screen. You get that when you use Serato DJ Pro, and it's just dope, man. You really will like this DJ controller. I highly recommend it. You know, if you're on the fence, just take the plunge. I promise you won't regret it. You know. Don't overdo the speakers when you first get it. Kind of break them in and give them some time to warm up to going louder and louder and louder. And, you know, I haven't had any problem with the speakers blowing out at all. I turn it up pretty loud when I have it at work playing and stuff like that. So, anyway, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace out. Later.